around 5 miles per hour. Slight chance of thunderstorms tonight. Lows level off around 66, mainly clear skies. Get weather anytime by calling 824-6101 or online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Currently 61.
WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station. Time now for your expanded local news. I'm Reed Kamai. A preliminary hearing for Braxton Williamson, who is charged under allegations of aggravated battery against a victim younger than 13 causing permanent disability, is scheduled for September 1st, following a court hearing that took place on Monday, August 17th, concerning the completed autopsy of a minor who fell victim to alleged battery. Williamson appeared in custody with his appointed public defender, Tiffany Singer. The court was advised that the autopsy had been completed with the defense's expert present. The state is seeking additional examination by a forensic pathologist who specializes in the matter. The court ordered the state to provide Williamson's defense with at least 5 business days' notice of when, where, and by whom any further review will be conducted. This will give the defense an opportunity to have its own expert present or confirm that the examination is video recorded. The court also ordered that the victim's body not be released until the final medical report is completed, and the defense has been given an opportunity to have its expert review the report and determine whether any additional examination is necessary. Williamson continues to remain in custody. A small group of protesters was present outside of the courthouse earlier this week. A photograph of the protesters can be found in our story on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. An American Legion fundraiser is coming to Christian County next week. The 20th annual American Legion Legacy Run takes place Sunday through Thursday. The event is a motorcycle caravan from Lincoln, Nebraska to Fort Knox, Kentucky. Around 250 motorcyclists will participate to raise money for scholarships for children of fallen or disabled service members. The route this year runs through Christian County and includes a stop for lunch in Taylorville on Wednesday. The Christian County Sheriff's Office has partnered with the American Legion to ensure the riders pass through the county safely. Chief Deputy Jim Baker says with the expected security setup, those who normally commute using the motorcyclist's route should adjust accordingly. And here is Chief Deputy Jim Baker.
What that will look like is on Wednesday, August 26th, they'll call about an hour ahead. They'll be coming from the interstate or the Di Vernon area after a fuel stop, and he'll give me about an hour's notice. The plan is to come in on Route 104 from Kincaid, turn off on what I believe it's Broadus Road, and go down to Langleyville Road over to Briarcliff, and eventually ending up at the VFW halt there by Ace Hardware. They'll gather there for, I believe, approximately an hour for lunch. And then the idea is they will leave there and proceed out by the airport onto Route 48, taking that on over to Assumption via the Lincoln Trail and County 6.
The Sheriff's Office will work with the Taylorville Police Department to ensure the motorcyclists can proceed as one large group without being separated.
So our role in that is basically, obviously, if you got 250 motorcycles, it's no different than a parade or a funeral procession. I have coordinated that with the Taylorville Police Department, and what we will be providing is, traffic control, blocking the traffic, and letting all of those proceed as a group. And just kind of wanted to make the public aware that if you are listening to this, coming in on Langleyville Road for the entrance, and then an hour later, headed out by the airport in 48, you may have a traffic delay, and to be, aware, obviously we want the safety of those riders to get in and out and down the road safely. But yeah, it's when he reached out, you could go online. It's kind of unique. It might be something that, if nobody has anything going that day, they may want to find somewhere along that route, maybe on their exit, or drive by and look at them.
Find out more about the Christian County Sheriff's Office by visiting them at their Facebook page. You can also download the CCSOIL app on your mobile device for the latest news and information. Chief Deputy Jim Baker appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. Springfield Clinic Taylorville is augmenting its staff that can treat patients at the walk-in clinic. Registered nurse Elise O'Brien will soon become a nurse practitioner, with the change coming amid the start of flu season. With students returning to school, sharing germs, and bringing them home, staff at Springfield Clinic expect case numbers and visits to rise again. O'Brien says her addition will ensure the nurse practitioner team can see more patients more quickly.
As students go back to school, we start to see an increase in sickness. Like kiddos tend to share germs pretty easily, and then they not only share it amongst themselves, but also the staff in schools. So then we also get those patients. But like I said earlier, I will be the additional provider to allow patient coverage during this upcoming flu season. So it'll just help take off the burden of primary care providers that can't necessarily get patients in. It'll just be nice to help take care of the other patients that need quick care that we can provide in the walk-in clinic. And like I said earlier, we do rapid testing available. So if patients need tested for flu or COVID, or if they have a sore throat and feel like they need to get strep, or if they've been exposed to strep, or then also we can do RSV testing for children that need it too.
The walk-in clinic is open weekdays from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, and Saturdays from 8 in the morning until noon. More information on Springfield Clinic Taylorville is available at springfieldclinic.com. Elise O'Brien appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show.
This is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. We are excited to announce that on Wednesday, August 5th, we moved from our location on Main Cross to our new building located at 820 North Webster in Taylorville. Members will enjoy our on-site ATM, drive-up lanes manned by our friendly staff, private offices for opening new accounts, and many other features. A lot of planning went into our new home office, and we are excited to share it with our members. Wednesday, August 5th was the big day. Thank you to all of our members who have supported TCCU over the past 70 years. Member NCUA.
Taylorville Music Lessons is inviting the community to join in celebration of the establishment's 5th anniversary. They are hosting a free celebration Sunday from 2 to 6, featuring food, activities, vendors, and performances for those of all ages. Mike Semero, the owner and music director of Taylorville Music Lessons, says performances will be staggered across the afternoon.
We'll have a ginormous dual slide bouncy house for the kids. We're going to have a dual lane 65-foot obstacle course. We're going to have free food, free drinks, cake. The building will be set up as an open house, and we will have a few students that want to perform, play a little bit. It's all happening in the parking lot. We're going to have vendors. We got a bunch of vendors coming, selling crafts and stuff. The few of our teachers, including myself, we have a teacher band that you guys might have seen us play in the different parades. We are very active in the parades. It's called the TML band. It just consists of a few teachers, and we'll be playing. So all the different things happening that day. 2 to 3 is going to be a DJ. 3 to 4 will be the teacher band, and then 4 to 5 it will be whatever students want to go up and play. But the event is from 2 to 6.
The instrument teachers who will be performing each specialize in different instruments, ensuring they cover all kinds.
We have a variety of teachers. They all, play different instruments. I teach the drums, tell bad jokes, and run the place. And then I have teachers that, teach guitar, piano, all the wind instruments, viola, violin, cello, trumpet, singing, the list goes on. We have about 12 teachers that teach all the stuff I can't do.
What percentage of those teachers were there from the start?
Let's see. 1, 2, 2 from day one.
Okay.
Right now. Yeah. From day one. So 5 years ago, day one, I don't think they're going to ever leave. They love it. They love me, Yeah. So it's a good thing. And, Taylorville music will be thriving. It's my retirement. So it's going to go for as long as I could keep it going.
Taylorville Music Lessons is located at 311 South Main Street. More information is available at taylorvillemusiclessons.com. Mike Semero appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. Students at Lincoln Land Community College are preparing for the start of the fall semester, which comes this Monday. Those taking classes at Taylorville's campus can expect a new look to some areas, along with a number of amenities intended to ease the transition into classes. Elizabeth Fines Workman, the Taylorville campus's director, says the early activities will revolve around food.
So the first week we find that students are, they're trying to find their classes. They're a little bit nervous, good energy though, right? They're jazzed up. I'm jazzed up. I'm running around. So literally running around. So the first week we are just going to have like grab and go snacks just so the students can, they don't have to commit to talking to me just yet, right? Like they don't have to have a full-fledged conversation on what their favorite fast food joint is just yet. But they still have to like say hi, bye, right? Yeah. So the first week, the first 2 days, we're just doing like grab and go little fun snacks. And then the next week, right, the second week of classes, I find that students are a little more settled in. They're ready to talk to me about what their favorite fast food joint is or like favorite food in general. Still revolving around food.
Fines Workman encourages current and prospective students to use the time at Lincoln Land to explore, be curious, and discover where their true interests are.
My grandma Cherry always told me there's one thing folks can't take away from you, and that's your education. So I'm a firm believer in that. So get that education, get that piece of paper, and just see what happens, right? It is, college can be a little bit of a trial run, right? Like you're just trying to figure it all out. And it sometimes can be, I don't want to say scary, but daunting maybe, but you can do it, right? And one of the things that I love about Lincoln Land, Taylorville, Lincoln Land in general, really, is that we have wonderful staff. We have wonderful staff that are willing to help students, and they really care. They genuinely care. So yeah, I think be curious, try and, find other things that you might not think you were going to be interested in. Be yourself, find out who you want to be, live your own dream, not somebody else's, right? And yeah, above all else, always celebrate a win with a sweet treat.
More information on Lincoln Land Community College is available at llcc.edu. Elizabeth Fines Workman appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show.
Banking is more than just numbers. It's about knowing names, understanding plans, and being there when it counts. At Heartland Bank, we invest in people, businesses, and neighborhoods that make up our communities. Because when our community grows, we grow together. Heartland Bank. Your goals, our community, one future. Visit us today at hbtbank.com. Member FDIC.
Now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. 100-year-old Lawrence B. Larry Curtin of Taylorville, formerly of Stonington, died last Friday. A funeral mass will take place today at 10 at Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Stonington. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery with military honors. Arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 100-year-old Rachel Jean Ray England of Morrisonville died on Monday. Visitation is today from 10 till 11 at a Sally Funeral Home in Morrisonville. A private graveside service will take place at Morrisonville Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by a Sally Funeral Home in Morrisonville. 35-year-old Marshall Jarvis Jr. of Taylorville died June 27, 2025. Full graveside military honors by the United States Marine Corps and the Inter-Veterans Burial Detail of Sangamon County will be held today at 2 at Camp Butler National Cemetery. 89-year-old Mary Louise Goggin of Greenville died August 2nd. A funeral mass will take place tomorrow at 10 at St. Lawrence Catholic Church in Greenville. Burial will be at St. Lawrence Cemetery. Arrangements are being handled by Donald Wigand Funeral Home in Greenville. 49-year-old George Westenhaver Jr. of Tovey died July 29th. A memorial gathering will take place tomorrow from 10 till 11 at Masterson Funeral Home in Kincaid. A prayer service will immediately follow. Burial will be in Mount Auburn. And 82-year-old Kenneth Dale Pumphrey of Canton died August 10th. A graveside service with military honors will take place next Friday at 2 at Camp Butler National Cemetery in Springfield. Cremation rights have been accorded. Arrangements are being handled by Sedgwick Funeral Home and Crematory in Canton. Get news anytime from your computer or mobile